So I've been thinking about this for a few days, ever since April 20th. And April 20th was a very sad day, especially for wrestling fans, because a legend has passed away. And the legend I'm talking about is none other than the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna, aka Joan Lore. I think I butchered that last name pronunciation, so I apologize about that. She's passed away, and she was only 46. Now, the reason why I'm a little bit late for making this video is because I didn't know how to really go about making this video. I didn't want it to be the typical, rest in peace kind of video. I wanted to add more depth to it. See, ever since the age of 9, I watched wrestling. And back when it was called the WWF, World Wrestling Federation. And I had seen Chyna wrestle. And Chyna wasn't your typical female wrestling athlete. She wrestled in men's matches, meaning that she wrestled and won against the majority of her matches against male wrestlers. Wrestlers such as Road Dogg, such as Jeff Jarrett, Chris Jericho, Hardcore Holly, those kind of superstars are really, really tough and experienced and accomplished superstars, and Chyna could stand toe-to-toe with them. Let me guys give you a little bit of a backstory here for Chyna. She debuted in WWF back then in 1997 as Triple H's bodyguard, and she was ripped. She was massive. She was like a statue chiseled from granite. She was really intimidating and really scary. And when I first seen her like looking like that back in 1997, I'm just like, whoa! Holy shit! Like, is that really her? Like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, whoa. I was blown back. And she was just not afraid to get in the face of anybody, whether it be Triple H's opponent or just anybody. She was not afraid of anybody. And she's tangled with the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, like the giants of the WWF, right? And she didn't care. And what ended up happening from then is that she became the backbone of D-Generation X, which originally was formed by Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chyna. They were the founding members of D-Generation X, and also Rick Rude, which was more of a managerial kind of person in that group. Now, wow, like I could go all day talking about Chyna, but I'll try not to take up as much time as I would if I was to go balls to the walls with the video like this. But I'm going to make the points that need to be made. She was also the first woman to ever qualify and enter in a King of the Ring tournament back in 1999. And I was blown back and impressed by that. She was also the first female athlete to participate in the 30-man over-the-top rope battle royal match back in 1999 also. And on top of that, in 1999, she also became the first ever female to be the number one contender for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. She was actually supposed to face Stone Cold Steve Austin at SummerSlam, but she lost her number one contendership to Mankind before that could happen. And I was impressed by that. And also in 1999, she became the first ever woman to be an Intercontinental Champion by defeating Jeff Jarrett. And that's especially huge because she's the first ever female to win any championship outside of the women's division, such as the Women's Championship. And she didn't go on to win that until later on in her career, but she became a 3-time Intercontinental Champion by beating the likes of Chris Jericho, Val Venus, as well as Jeff Jarrett. And it was crazy. It was insane. And then came her championship opportunities for the women's championship back in 2001, where she just swept through Ivory at WrestleMania 17, and it was effortless. She shoulder pressed her up in the sky, whoop, let her drop, and then just laid back and comfortably pinned her 1, 2, 3, and that was it. That was one of the funniest things ever. And it was also really awesome because she was one of my favorite, not just one of my favorite women's wrestlers, but also just one of my overall favorite athletes in the WWF, because she was just phenomenal. She had a legacy that pioneered so many other women that you see nowadays. You know, female wrestlers like Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and even the past wrestlers like Lita, Trish Stratus, Jacqueline, Victoria. You know, those women's athletes that you now see them as being legends. You know what I mean? Especially Hall of Famers like Trish Stratus and Lita. But like I am just so surprised that WWE didn't honor this legacy a lot sooner. I mean, I understand that Chyna has a pretty nasty back history with the WWE/WWF, given the fact that her and Triple H had actually had a real life relationship, which, I mean, for all of us who know about the history of the WWE, especially when it comes to Triple H, we all know how that went and how that ended. I mean, I felt really bad for Chyna. I really did. You know, I was just like, wow. Like, she honestly didn't deserve to be stifled the way that she did. And it seems like only now, especially now that she's gone, that WWE is now honoring her legacy. And I mean, I'm not going to crap on WWE for that, but I'm just thinking you could have done that a lot sooner, where she could have actually spoke on her own behalf if she was inducted into the Hall of Fame, which she deserved to be inducted in the Hall of Fame a hell of a lot sooner, in my opinion. But, you know, that's just my opinion. I'm hoping, though, that now that WWE has finally acknowledged the legacy of Chyna, that she will be rightfully inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, hopefully by WrestleMania 33 next year. I feel, you know, I'm looking at her picture now, like at her Wikipedia, because I wanted to just look up a little more about her before making a video like this. And I feel so saddened by this. I mean, she is another wrestler that passed away under the age of 50. And you take a look at a bunch of the other wrestlers, such as, you know, Big Daddy V, a.k.a. Viscera, Balls Mahoney, Bam Bam Bigelow, Big Boss Man, Sherry Martel. You know, the people that have pioneered and have carved their legacy and pathways for the future WWE superstars of today. I feel so saddened by, you know, all these deaths that just keep on happening. You know, Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes. I mean, I know Dusty Rhodes was up there in age. I mean, he was like, I can't remember his age. Like, I remember he was 69 or 70 years old, but he was up there. But I mean, even still, it's like, regardless, death is really sad. And I especially given the fact that I grew up knowing these wrestlers and watching them for years, it's really sad to see them go like this way, you know? And I mean, I can only hope that eventually these superstars that pass away, that have passed, will eventually be honored in some way, shape, and form. You know what I mean? I mean, I think, to be quite honest with you, Big Daddy V deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame because back when he was Mabel, you know, he won the King of the Ring back in 1995, and I can't remember if it was him or I remember The Undertaker was beaten by, I think it was King Mabel. He also had a championship match with Big Daddy Cool Diesel back in SummerSlam of 1995, and he also was turned into a Viscera back in 1999 and 2000 and all that stuff. And I mean, he had a legacy that deserves to be honored, in my opinion. And I also think he should have been a world champion, to be quite honest with you. Same with the Big Boss Man. I mean, I know he got inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, and rightfully so. He should have been inducted a hell of a lot sooner. But he should have been a world champion. But something that I firmly believe is that he was one of the greatest hardcore champions that there ever has been. Because you've seen him win the belt so many times. And he knew how to get the job done in hardcore matches. And, you know, I think that a lot of these wrestlers that have passed should have had a world championship win under their belt kind of thing. You know what I mean? And definitely should be honored with the utmost prestige and respect, and maybe even have a Hall of Fame spot, because they put their lives literally on the line and in WWE's hands, and it should be only right that they get honored for their endeavors and for their legacy. You know what I mean? And it goes back to what I'm saying about Chyna. She deserves to have her legacy honored a million times over. Same with everybody else, but with her, she deserves the Hall of Fame spot easily. And I'm hoping that by WrestleMania 33, WWE makes that happen. I know it sounds kind of cheesy to start up a hashtag, but hashtag Chyna for Hall of Fame. I think that could become a thing, and we could try and get that trending. I firmly believe that she deserves, like, a million times over to be in the Hall of Fame. And I hope that everyone here who sees this video can agree and go from there, you know what I mean? Chyna or Joan War, whichever's easier to refer you to, thank you for everything that you have done for all of us wrestling fans and just all around the world. Thank you very much. And my thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to everyone that was close to you. And I hope that that WWE does the right thing, honors the legacy that deserves to be honored a million times over. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, then I guess fire off a like. But like this if you agree. You know what I mean? It's not one of those kind of videos that, you know, let's shoot for you know, a huge amount of likes. You know, let's get the most views. Like, it's not about that. It's about getting the message out there. You know, I mean, like this video if you support that Chyna should be in the Hall of Fame, because I think that she should be. You know, it's not about growing this video or growing this channel, but it's about getting the message out there, and it's about getting the support that she deserves, kind of thing. So thank you guys for watching very much. And I love each and every single one of you guys. And if you want more videos like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next upload. Thank you for watching.